Welcome to this video on employer national insurance costs for the 2026-27 tax year. We will explore what employers need to budget and how smarter workforce planning can keep these essential costs under control. Employer national insurance is a significant cost paid by businesses on top of an employee's gross salary. For the 2026-27 tax year, this is 15% on earnings above £5,000. It is a recurring expense that increases whenever pay rises. The true cost of hiring goes well beyond the advertised gross salary. Employers must factor in additional obligations, including national insurance, pension contributions, holiday pay, and the costs associated with recruitment and training. As this breakdown shows, a £30,000 salary actually costs the business significantly more when you add employer NI and minimum pension contributions. A £30,000 offer results in a total cost of approximately £34,460. Calculating employer national insurance involves 3 steps each pay run: determining employee earnings, applying the 15% rate to earnings above the £5,000 threshold, and adding the final cost to your payroll bill. Note that certain reliefs exist for specific groups like apprentices. For 2026-27, the employer NI rate is 15% on earnings above the £5,000 secondary threshold. Eligible employers may also use the £10,500 employment allowance to offset some of these costs. Here is a simple way to estimate your annual employer NI. For a £30,000 salary, subtracting the £5,000 threshold leaves £25,000 of taxable pay. At a 15% rate, this results in £3,750 per year, or roughly £312.50 per month. When you account for just the salary and employer NI for a single full-time employee on £30,000, your annual cost is £33,750. That £3,750 for NI is a recurring cost that is often overlooked in initial salary budgeting. Small payroll costs scale quickly. With 10 employees, that annual employer NI adds up to £37,500. This is approximately £3,125 added to your monthly payroll, before even considering pensions or other benefits. As your workforce grows, so does the financial impact. For 50 employees, the total annual employer NI cost rises to £187,500, which is roughly £15,625 per month on top of base salaries. At the scale of 100 employees, the annual NI bill reaches £375,000. At this level, it is clearly a board-level cost line, highlighting the critical need for structured workforce cost forecasting. Think of employment costs like an iceberg. The salary is the visible tip, but much of the total cost, including NI, pensions, recruitment, training, and administration, sits below the surface. Budget for the whole iceberg. Effective workforce planning requires considering all obligations together. By managing employer NI, pension contributions, and holiday pay as one total workforce cost, you gain better control over your budget. Operational demand is rarely flat throughout the year. Proper planning allows you to align your staffing levels with seasonal demand, avoiding the costs of overstaffing or the negative impacts of understaffing. Finally, consider the mix of permanent and temporary staff. Permanent employees provide stability but come with fixed costs, while temporary workers offer flexibility for peaks. Most businesses need a balance of both to optimize their total workforce cost. To optimize your budget, match your staff numbers to your actual workload. By tracking demand, you can avoid paying for idle hours during quiet periods while ensuring you are prepared for peak times. Seasonal workforce planning is essential in industries like hospitality and retail. You can use temporary staffing to scale your team up during busy months and scale back down when demand fades. Overstaffing during quiet periods is a drain on resources. Remember, every idle hour costs you twice, once in wages and again in employer costs like national insurance and pension contributions. The solution is reviewing your roster against real-time demand. Conversely, avoid understaffing. Cutting costs too aggressively can lead to expensive consequences, such as spiraling overtime premiums, poor service, and high staff turnover that increases your recruitment costs. Finding the right staffing balance is not about having fewer people, but about efficiency. The goal is to align your workers with the demand, ensuring your costs and output remain in balance. To make informed decisions, calculate the true cost per worker. This includes their pay, plus employer national insurance, pension contributions, holiday pay, and any other associated benefits. This gives you a clear figure, rather than an estimate. Model different workforce scenarios before hiring. Compare the costs of a fully permanent team against a mixed model, or a flexible core team with temporary support to see which provides the best balance of cost and agility. Use flexible staffing strategically. A well-managed flexible worker pool can support various areas of your business, from logistics to events, allowing you to meet demand fluctuations without the long-term commitment of permanent roles. Before you add a new member to your team, follow a 3-step process. Forecast your expected workload, size your team accordingly, and project the total employment costs for that specific scenario. Consider building a workforce cost dashboard. By tracking salaries, national insurance, staffing levels, and overtime in one place, you can spot cost drift early and make adjustments to your budget. Better scheduling is the key to reducing unnecessary overtime. By building your rota based on demand forecasts, you ensure that overtime becomes the exception, saving on premium rates and extra national insurance costs. Always hire for productivity. Focus on your cost per unit of output rather than just headcount. A smaller, well-resourced team focused on peak periods can often be more efficient and cost-effective than a larger, under-resourced team. A smarter hiring strategy for 2026 relies on these 4 pillars: forecasting demand, planning your rota, managing your staff mix, and optimizing your processes. Combined, these actions lead to lower, more predictable costs. Use this checklist before every hire. Calculate total costs, map your demand, choose the right staffing model, monitor your dashboard, and review your performance monthly to optimize your employment allowance and resource mix. Your 2026 plan starts here. Work smarter, control your hiring costs, and maintain a focus on productivity. By aligning these elements, you will ensure a sustainable and efficient workforce for the year ahead.